Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This is group for lab report and lab presentation for practical 1 for integrated aquaculture. Okay, this is our group member. Our group consists of 9 people in the group.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. I'm Ros Amalia binti Ruzadi, S63187. Now, I'm going to present about the introduction. Aquaponic is the corporation of aquaculture, which is fish farming, and hydroponic, which is soilless production of plants. In aquaponic system, water from the fish tank is pumped into plant grow bed. Plants grow rapidly with dissolved nutrients that are extracted directly by fish or generated from the microbial breakdown of fish waste in the water. Plants clean or filter the water and pump back into the fish tank. In the filters, the fish waste is removed from the water through a biofilter that processes the dissolved waste. The biofilter provides a location for bacteria to convert ammonia, which is a toxic for fish, into nitrate, a more accessible nutrient for plants, and the process called nitrification. Okay. The water which containing nitrates and other nutrients flow through plant grow beds. Then, the plants uptake this nutrient and finally, the water return back to the fish tank. Okay, so this process allows the fish, plants and bacteria to thrive symbiotically and to work together to create a healthy growing environment for each other. This shows that the system is properly balanced.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Ajmal Nadira binti Azmi. My metric number is S62796. Okay, now I'm going to present about the objective of the lab practical. Okay, the main objective of the lab practical is to set up an integrated aquaculture system in the small-scale aquaponic system. And second objective is aquaponic system is to create plant growth by using aquatic animal waste. Okay, that's all for the objective. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and good morning to Dr. Abdul as a lecturer in subject of integrated aquaculture. My name is Muhammad Firdaus bin Abdul Rashid Hassan, number metric SC3081. Today, I will present the material needed to form an aquaponic system. Among the main material needed are fiberglass fish tank, plant tent or grow bed, PVC tube, and water pump. Okay. The selection of this material is very most important to get the best aquaponic system. Material selection will be affect this system. This is because the material chosen must be heat resistant, not rusting, and not easy to leach, which can be harmful to the animals and trees. That's why most of the material used are made from the fiberglass and PVC because they have a good characteristic to form an aquaponic system. Okay, so we go to the color. Color also plays a role where the color of the fish tank used is blue, so that is easy to observe if there is mortality of the animal or the condition of the tank itself. The size of the pipe PVC also plays a role in the selection of the material, so that the pressure obtained in flowing water from the fish tank to the plant tank will run smooth. run smoothly. In addition, other material used are stainless steel, plant cup, elbow, valve, multi-parameter and others for this aquaponic system. The next slide is the process of the washing and installing the material that have been selected that are suitable according to the aquaponic concept.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Sharifah Nur Batrisha binti Said Azmuddin, matric number S63160. So today I'm going to present the methods for this lab practical one. So the first method for this lab practical are two tanks made from fiberglass with different size been selected and cleaned up. The first tank is fish tank with size about 6 feet multiplied 3 feet multiplied 2 feet, and the second tank is plant tank with size about 1 feet multiplied 3 feet multiplied 5 feet. The next step is the water pump being placed inside the fish tank at the bottom and near the end of fish tank. The third step is the cylinder-shaped sponge being put into plant cup before place the plant cup into the holes of the grow bag. The fourth step is the grow bag, or also known as plant tank, being placed onto the stainless steel stand beside the fish tank with slightly higher position by put the bricks under each foot of the stands to ensure the water can run from high pressure area, which in this situation it is plant tank, to low pressure area, which is fish tank. The next step is the 1-inch PVC tube being measured using measuring tape and the desired length of the tube that want to be installed for the system setup being marked using hacksaw before cut the excess PVC tube using hacksaw. The PVC tube have to be handled and cut using hacksaw carefully to avoid from any injury or accident from happen. So that's all from me. Thank you.
6. The water pump be connected to the plant tank through the hole that was connected with PT elbow, and the length measurement of the PVC tube is longer than the fish tank and growth bag to ensure PVC tube does not block the tank. 7. The 2/3 of fish tank be filled with water and growth bag be filled with water till reach below the top of water inlet hole. 8. The water pump has been plugged to ensure the water is pumped into the growth bag, trickles down through the growth medium, and continuously back into the tank. The water flow can be adjusted using the valve that was connected to PVC tube to avoid overflow. 9. The water pH being checked using water pH test kit. Water temperature and dissolved oxygen level being checked using multi-parameter. 10. Allow the unit to sit for 24 hours to ensure all chlorine has dissipated from the water. The water system be observed to avoid any leaking and overflow from happening.
Hi, my name is Nurhana Adila binti Hamizi. It's 3458. So let me continue my part, which is about inlet and outlet water flow. Aquaponic using two ways of water flow, which is inlet and outlet. Inlet and outlet features allow water to flow into and out of features and also limit the rate at which water flows along and out of the system. As we already know that aquaponic uses fish wastes as fertilizer for the plants to grow in contained growing media. This happens when fish produce waste, which is ammonia that will break down to nitrate then nitrite by bacteria. We can see the flow of water by arrow direction given. Fish waste was pumped by a water pump that functioned as transporting water from the fish tank to the growth bed through an inlet pipe. Then, water that has nitrate that will be used or will be taken up by the plants as fertilizer for their growth. From that, the plant draw nitrogen from the water, which both feed the plants and clean the water. It makes the water from plants bed can be returned to the fish tank as a clean water and cannot be harmful to the fishes. The water flowing out through outlet pipe. Not to forget, the valve on the system function as controlling the water flowing. So, from inlet and outlet water flow, making a continuous cycle of aquaponic system.
These are the picture of the activity carried out for Lab 1. The activity for Lab 1 is to set up an aquaponic system. The first thing we do is wash the tank for the fish to be placed and clean the place for the plants to be planted. What we know is that the aquaponic system is a combination of hydroponic and aquaculture systems. After finishing washing the tank and so on, the tank and grow bed are arranged according to their respective positions, where the grow bed is placed above the fish tank. Growing medium is placed in each hole of the grow bed in order to help the growth process of the plants. Next, PVC pipe is installed so that water can flow in the system. Excess PVC is cut and discarded to make it neater. The grow bed position is adjusted by using bricks so that it is slightly higher than the fish tank. The level of the PVC pipe must be in line with the tank so that it does not hang and the water can flow well from the grow bed into the fish tank. The water pump is installed and then connected to the PVC pipe. This is intended to transport water from the fish tank into the grow bed. Water flow can be changed with the existing valve. Finally, fresh water is put into the fish tank. The pH of the water is checked and recorded so that it is suitable for the fish to be placed. Water pump is switched on so the system can work and the system is left for a week for the next process.
Assalamualaikum and good morning to Dr. Abdul. My name is Muhammad Syahmi bin Salahuddin. My metric number is AQU3433. Okay, today I am going to present my part, which is discussion. Aquaponic system is made by combining aquaculture and hydroponics. African catfish and vegetables such as kale, lettuce, pak choy, and mustard are used. Catfish are used because they are durable and cheap. The vegetable we grow can grow quickly. The first activity is cleaning the tanks and grow bed before set up the tanks. The grow bed is filled with growing medium for growing vegetable. PVC pipe is cut to connect the water pump to the grown bed for the water to flow. Grow bed is adjusted so that it is higher than the fish tank for the gravity of the water to drop faster. When the water is fast, the dissolved oxygen content is increasing. A water pump is placed in the fish tank to channel water to the ground bed as a waste fertilizer for the vegetable. Water is filled into the tank and the pH of the water is recorded, along with dissolved oxygen and temperature, so that we can know the state of the water from time to time. That's all from me. Thank you.
Aquaponic system that we have built are completely success. The setup for this aquaponic system, we have a fish tank, growth bed, and some tank. The setup is easy and not complicated, which we have built it together in the lab first. This setup can be held at the outdoor or indoor according to the user, which is we can see the aquaponic system can place at anywhere that user want. This aquaponic system are good for some user that want to start a small business, which is the user can sell the both vegetable and fishes. The water flow from the fish tank to the sump tank and growth bed are completely smooth and success. There are no problem while the water are flowing. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, all the group members have presented their part and this is the end of the presentation. Thank you.